In this video, I'm going to compare investing in a DFY PIDA model versus investing in ride-hailing services like Uber, Bolt, InDrive, and the rest of them. Many Nigerians buy cars, give to drivers who drive on these platforms and make returns to them. I have been involved in it too, and I have stories on that. Now, those who have been involved in it too have their stories. What we want to do, we want to compare investing in cars for drivers to work on these platforms versus our passive income digital assets model, the done for you version, where you invest with us and we build that stuff for you. Now, I'm going to explain all of them in this video, so you do the comparison so you can make a very informed choice and make a smart decision about your investment. Now, before we go any further, this video is not for people who have cars and are driving to take care of their family, are on these platforms to take care of their family because look, they want to make ends meet. I am not primarily interested in you. You are not the one who needs this video because you are hustling to take care of your family. We are looking at those, in this video, we're looking at those who buy cars and give to people who drive, not people who are doing Uber part-time as to supplement income. That's not the point. If you are doing Uber, Bolt, or whatever to supplement income, continue what you're doing and work towards other things in your life to improve your life. That's a good thing you're doing to help your family. Now, we are looking at those who are treating Uber as an investment vehicle, where they buy cars, 1 or 2 cars or more, and give to a driver. The driver drives it, takes a part based on the agreement, and pays the owner a certain amount. Some even do it in a way like we did, is if you pay me this amount, the car becomes yours. Okay, now that's what we're going to look at. We're going to compare it with our model. Now, we're going to start with our model. What is our model? Our model is passive income digital asset. The point is this: we create digital assets. And what are those digital assets? YouTube channels, websites, social media, platform accounts. What they are about? They are about promoting high-ticket products, services to people online. If you have been following my videos, you've been hearing me talking about high-ticket products, high-ticket affiliate commissions, high-ticket services. If you've been following me, you will see I even did a video where I talked about somebody who made a commission of $73,000 from one sale. And the company asked me, can you join in doing this kind of thing for us? And of course, I'm interested, and that's a story for another day. But the point is that we are, in this program, you are partnering with us to provide the funds for us to do this faster. Yes, we can do it on our own, but it limits what we can achieve, what we can do. But when you join with us, we can build faster and build larger. So, and for doing that, we maintain 60% of the entire ownership of the business, while you maintain 40%. But that 40% is going to guarantee you $20,000 per month from the 25th month. There is a 24-month moratorium period. That's a period when you get nothing because we are building out the system. That's what our done for you model is about. We have a full system, the full package rather, where if you invest $20,000, it gets you 40% of one system. And then for that you get $20,000 per month guaranteed earnings from the 24th month to the 36th month. Then after that you will keep sharing whatever we make in the 40-60 ratio. Now, the details of this we cannot go into in this video, but that's just a nutshell of what our DFY PIDA model is about. Number 2, it has subunits. That's this package, this full package is divided into subunits, a total of 100 per full package. That means those who cannot pay $120,000 can buy 1 unit for $1,200. Now you can buy multiple subunits. You can buy 10, you can buy 20, you can buy 50 as your power. That's the model. The details of it will be communicated to those who are interested, who contact us at the end of this video. So, but that's just to give you an overview. So what is it that is making this money? It is the product services that we promote on these platforms that we have created. Websites, YouTube videos, social media accounts, Facebook, TikTok, all of them. We do what is appropriate for the niche. Like for example now, if we have a niche on travel and we are promoting private jets, yes, chartered jets rather. People charter jets, and there are people who promote it online. When if you're an affiliate to such a jet charter, when people charter the jet, you get a commission, and those commission come in just like in big amounts, in thousands of dollars, and depending on the level of the charter, it could be in tens of thousands. So that should give you an idea what our model is all about. That's that. Now, ride-hailing services, all of us know what it's about. You buy a car, give it to a driver, the driver makes returns. It's an active business. You need to get involved. You need to at least monitor the driver. Sometimes, what happened to the car? Why didn't you deliver? All those kind of things. And police, there are a lot of stories. I've been involved in it. But in our passive model, all you need to do is what? You drop the money, we do the rest. Even after you start making money and you keep making money, you don't do anything. All you need to do is at the end of the month, you collect your money. Yes, we might need to update you, and you have a right to ask, what's the state? What's the status of this? That's your right, but you don't have to do anything. It's totally hands-free. Can you do hands-free in a ride-hailing service? I don't think so. Now, what are the capital requirements? Okay, I mentioned it in the previous section. Our DFY PIDA model has a minimum requirement of $1,200. That's the minimum. The high-end investment is $120,000. If you're doing a ride-hailing service, the minimum you can do is what it will cost you to buy a car that will pass Uber test. Let's just put it at about 5 million to 8 million naira. Okay, and then if you want to buy a high-end car, you decide how much that will cost you. I don't think it will cost you less than 10 million naira if you want to buy a car of a higher level. Now, so for Uber, you must have at least 5 million or so to get in. For our DFI, with 2 million naira, you can start. So you can do the comparison. What of the revenue and profit potential? If you go with our DFY PIDA model, and let's say you go for the low end, which you invest just 1,200, you'll be making, from the 25th month, you'll be making $200 per month. Minimum. And that is guaranteed for the first, from the 25th to the 36th month. Thereafter, if for any reason you don't make $100 per month, it means that we will not get paid. And if we don't get $200 in any month, it means we will not take any dime that month. And you believe me, if you look at my name, I'm an Igbo man, I wouldn't want to live my own money. So the reason is that we are highly motivated to make sure that the earnings don't drop and they keep going up. Because if we don't get up to your own money first, we can't take ours. But when we get enough to take care of your money and ours, then we will now go into a revenue sharing of 60-40. But if you're on the higher end, you'll be talking about $20,000 per month. What are your annual earnings? What does it translate to? If you're on the lowest level on a passive income digital asset, you'll be making $2,400 minimum every year. If you're on the high end, you'll be making $240,000 minimum. Now, how long does it take you to recover your initial investment? That is what we call break-even period. It will take you 30 months from when you dropped your money. Okay, let's compare that with Uber, ride-hailing service, any of them. Your monthly income potential, that what your driver gives you, if you're very fortunate, you will give, let's say they give you 400 to 700,000. My own experience, we didn't get anything close to that. In fact, it cost me money. I was in minus at a point, but that's a story for another day. Now, Let's just say, for the purpose of this conversation, that you get what, 400,000 to 700,000 naira per month. That's your revenue potential. Let's say that is in dollars will be $250 to $438. Your annual earnings will be 4.8 million naira to 8.4 million naira, which is in dollars between $3,600 to $6,000 annually. When would it take you to break even? Depending on the quality of driver you have, how honesty is, it may take you between 12 and 24 months to recoup the cost of buying your car and put it on the road. I'm being very generous. If you have done this business, you know that you may never even recover your money sometimes. Like I said, I had that experience. Now let's look at expenses and hidden costs. In our DFY PIDA model, you don't have any maintenance costs, no fuel, no repairs, no nothing, no unexpected breakdowns. You don't have zero recurring. You have zero recurring expenses. Once you've made the investment, you've made the expenses. You've paid. The business is self-sustaining in the sense that from the money it makes, we take out a part to maintain it before we report profits, like any good business should do. So you don't need to bring out any money out of your pockets again. But let's compare it with ride-hailing service. There's going to be high fuel cost, and with the petrol prices in Nigeria and the things that you experience with it, car maintenance and repairs, you know that you need to service your car. And if you are already doing your stuff in Lagos, you know how bad the roads are. And if you ask anybody who is into ride-hailing service, Uber, Bolt, or whatever, you know how many times they go to the mechanic in a month. Those are cost issues. Now you also have driver issues. Drivers telling you, police arrested me, this didn't happen. Some of them will not remit money. Some of them, man, it can be very painful. I know a number of people have had to just bring back my car, and sell it off and just say, I don't want the trouble. Yeah, the headache of this thing is too much. So those are experiences people have when they're dealing with ride-hailing services. Now, platform also takes commissions. Don't forget that. Depending on the platform, the commissions can be between 15 to 25% for every ride. This also affects profits. Let's keep going. I want you to be able to do your comparison so that you will make the best decision for you. Because you see, this money, you worked hard to get it. So if you want to invest it, you need to put it in something that will give you good returns on investment with the least headache. Now, the risk and challenges. Our DFY PIDA model. When you come to trust us, or if you have come to trust us, there is zero risk of capital loss, no theft, no breakdowns, no driver issues. You have guaranteed returns of 2 times your funds, or a refund, or we don't take a dime until we hit that amount for you. We won't touch it. From the 25th month to 36th month, we make sure you recoup 2 times your money over the course of that year. If for any reason it does happen, which with the numbers we have is crazy, you will just hit it. But let's just say for your guarantee, we will not take a dime until you recoup your money. Now, we would also deal with regulatory problems, because at least our Nigerian lawmakers have not started bothering people who, the internet, they don't control the internet. If you want to bother us on the internet, you can relocate to another country and still maintain our agreement. Now, the issue of if you have come to trust us, if you sign up, when you get to a sign up page, we will show you reasons why you should trust us. The people who have worked with the things we've done in the past, it will be up to you to decide. We know our stuff. You can even watch our videos here and see whether we are ignorant people or whether I really know my stuff. I dare say I know my stuff. And I've worked with reputable organizations. In fact, some of them with non-disclosure agreements because of the quality and high level of work we have to do with them in the space. So, but I say, do your due diligence. Go to a sign-up page. You see the link in the pinned description, in the pinned comment and description. You can go there. When you sign up, you read down. I don't want to be talking too much about that so that we can focus on that. You can read that and see why you should trust us. Now, ride-hailing services, they come with high risk of accidents. If a car is always on the road for 12 hours a day, the risk of accident just go up. Now, depending on if there's a kind of accident that will happen, God forbid, and the car will be total. That's in the Nigerian balance. It will be written off, and then well, it can save you if you don't have comprehensive insurance. But then, if you also have comprehensive insurance, if you have debt with insurance companies, you can know the stories that you have to deal with, the hassles you have to go through to get compensated. Now, you deal with driver dishonesty. Like I said, we've had that experience. Driver dishonesty, driver tells you, I've always been a mechanic. You see, in fact, I'm putting my own money in the car. And you tell him, okay, return the car. I said, no, I just finished. I've been doing that. I've just finished servicing the car. Now the car is in good condition for me to run. I rather assist, I will know the story. Now, the other thing is vehicle depreciation. Vehicles depreciate over the course of time. In fact, if you buy a brand new car and drive it out of the dealership and decide to sell it immediately, it has been put in your name, the value has dropped just because somebody else has written the name. So over the course of 3 years, your car will likely drop in value between 20, 30 and 50%, depending on the car. You also have to do with issues like government regulations. If you know what happened to Gokada and Co. when we woke up one morning and government, I don't do again. After they had, oh my God, that was people's money. For those who don't know. So government regulations, if you're in Nigeria, you know that you cannot bet on it. And then you can wake up tomorrow too and the cost of fuel has gone even higher. And they'll give you one reason. Those are challenges you need to factor in. I'm not saying you should not do, but you factor it in so that we will not have stories that touch the heart at the end of it. Now the lesson we'll look at is time commitment and stress. Our model, DFY model, PIDA model, is completely passive. You don't have to do anything apart from make your investment once. The only thing you need to be looking for is when my money is ready. Like I said, that's all you need to do is to come to trust us, take measures to make sure we are trustworthy. And there are a lot of ways to do that. If you want to discuss that with me, we can discuss at the end of this. You can call me and we'll discuss this. But you will need to sign up to be able to get access to my phone number. But if you're doing ride-hailing service, business, your time commitment and stress is going to be high. If you say you want to do it by yourself, okay, now you should. For you to make real money, you know how many hours you put in every day. Many drivers put in 10 to 12 hours every day. So if you hire a driver, you will need to monitor them constantly to prevent fraud. Unless you have, God just bless you and give you a wonderful driver. And there are people like that too, who are very honest. Okay? But then you can't scale it unless you have a pool of very honest drivers. And even when you have honest drivers, you still need to monitor. Once it has to do with a car, you need to monitor your car. You need to make sure it's in good shape. A lot of things you need to do. So it's going to take your time for management to look at this and make sure things are working well. Now, how long does it take for you to break even? In our system, it takes you 30 months. From the day you drop your money, to take you 30 months. Break even, you start paying you from 25th month, but you break even. That's the way the system is designed. If you invested for the subunit of 1,200, from the 25th month to the 30th month, you should have covered your money. From the 31st month to the 36th month, you should have made that amount all over again. That's the guarantee we're giving. Then the years subsequently, you are just making your profit, and in a 40-60 ratio. Now the details is something we'll discuss. We have places where you can get the details. This one is due to comparison. Now let's look at the ride-hailing service. You will recover your money between 12 to 24 months, depending on the quality of driver you have and the number of repairs you have to do, how much you didn't have, if your car didn't have any accident, you didn't have any issues, it could happen faster. But if you have major issues with your car, let's say something happened and your engine knocked or whatever, that recouping your money can even take much longer. The next thing we're going to look at is scalability and growth. How scalable is it? Our system is almost limitless in scalability. How much do you have? If you have $1.2 million to invest, we can create 10 systems for you. In fact, we pray you have such money because that means our 60% ownership will be times 10. And you ask, do you have the resources to handle that. Yes, because of the system we have created, most of the things we do are what? Outsourced. That's the way we have a ring of outsource to different agencies doing different things, because we discovered that one over time costs us less than running an office in Nigeria. We've done this model, we've tried it before, so we know what we're talking about. So, but if you have just $1,200, you can also start and grow. So if you have 1.2, you can buy 10 systems. If you have just 1,200, you can start. So there's room for you to start small and grow. If you have big money, you can go there. And the money too you make is also in that order. If you start 1,200, you make $200 per month. If you are so rich and you can drop 1.2 million, instead of paying $20,000 a month, you make it $200,000 per month from the 25th month. So, and then you don't need to bother about depreciation. If you understand websites, Nigerians don't really know much, but if you've dealt with companies who are doing this abroad, I get approaches even now. In fact, virtually every week I get about 3 emails offering me quick loans of up to $250,000 because of my site. But the problem is when they now know I'm living in Nigeria, they don't give it for Nigerians. But assuming I was in the US. Now, if I want to sell the sites, it's a different story, and I have understanding of that too, how you can sell. If you want to sell a site that makes $20,000 per month, that site can sell for times 50, and that's me being conservative. That means a site that makes $20,000 per month can comfortably sell for $1 million. So, and it keeps appreciating. The more the world begins to understand how the digital space operates and how less prone to government regulations and instability it is, more people are now using it as an investment vehicle when they want to diversify their portfolio. In fact, I have got letters asking me from a company, say, will you come and apply to manage some of our portfolios that have to do with websites? Okay, I'm just trying to explain to you that these things are, the world is changing, and the more people understand the value of digital assets, is just going to grow. But when you look at ride-hailing services, scalability is difficult. Unless you're a genius and you know how to manage a fleet of cars and manage a fleet of drivers. Of course, there are people who can do it, but then you are a genius, and it will take a lot from you because you need to have more money to buy more cars. You need to maintain more drivers. You have to deal with more stress. You also have to deal with cars depreciating over time, replacing them, and all those kind of things. If you have the energy for that and you know how to do it, great. Go ahead and do that. But compare it with what our system and our model offers. I'll give you a 10-year projection for someone who had a $6,000 investment. If that person, let's say that person put it in ride-hailing service, while another person put his own, the same amount in our DFY PIDA model. Now, that will get the person one car, basically, one good car. Monthly revenue from our previous conversations, you see, will be, let's just estimate 1.2 million naira or $750. And you see, we are overestimating what's possible. We're overestimating what is possible. But let's just still go with it. Because if you meet people who do ride-hailing service and tell them somebody's going to make a monthly revenue of 1.2 million, they say, oh boy, you take crazy. Yes, there are some platinum drivers who make up to this amount. But for you, as a car owner, to give it a driver and make this kind of amount, I dare say it's far-fetched. But let's use this far-fetched number to get what we're doing. So 1.2 million naira monthly revenue gives you in dollars $750. We're multiplying by 1,600. Monthly expenses for that car, let's put it at $600,000. Now 600,000 naira. So if you convert it to dollars, that's $375. So your net monthly profit will be $600,000 for that car, or $375. That's the profit. So your annual net profit will be 7.2 million naira or $4,500. Then your 10-year net profit will be 72 million naira or $45,000. That's for if you're doing ride hailing and you do it for the course of 10 years. We didn't include depreciation of vehicles, all those kind of things. We're assuming that your car is wonderful, that with just your regular maintenance, it stays for 10 years. That's what you get, $45,000. Now let's look at our DFY PIDA model. That's passive income digital assets model with a $6,000 investment. Each subunit earns you each subunit of $1,200 investment earns you $200 per month from the 25th month. So a $6,000 investment will give you 5 subunits, which means your monthly profit will be $1,000 or 1.6 million naira. Your annual profit will be 1 times 12, which is $12,000 or 19.2 million naira. Your 10-year profit will be $120,000 or 192 million naira. Passive, no expenses. Now, take note of the fact that your 10-year profit you have a 2-year moratorium. Include that if when you're making a decision, there will be a 2-year moratorium, a period of no earning 2 years. But 10 years from that period, you should have made from this investment, you should have made 192 million or $120,000. So let's do a side-by-side comparison. Monthly ride hailing, monthly income, 60K or $375. Our PIDA for $6,000 investment is 1.6 million or $1,000. You can see the difference. Compare. Annual net income for ride hailing is 7.2 million or $4,500. For our PIDA, it is 19.2 million naira or $12,000. A 10-year net income for ride hailing service is 72 million naira or $45,000. For our passive income digital asset is 192 million naira or $120,000. So if you do the math, you see that our done for you passive income digital assets model earns you 2.6 times more than ride hailing service over a 10-year period. Now, like I said, we did not account for ride hailing expenses like car depreciation, replacing cars over the course of 10 years. We didn't calculate that. Also, for our DFY, we also did not factor in that you have to wait for 2 years. So these two should cancel each other so that for you to make a clear-cut decision. Now, if you look at it, even if we were to calculate our PIDA by 8 years of profit versus 10 years for ride, our 10 years of profit, 8 years of profit on our passive income digital asset will be $96,000, which is still more than twice what you will get from a ride hailing service. So what are we saying in essence? If you really want to grow fast and make your money work the best for you, we encourage you to join us and let us help you build wealth. And now, after 10 years, it's not as if after 10 years that the asset stops earning. No, it keeps earning for as long as it is maintained, unless something the internet ceases to exist. But we all know how likely that would be. So the point I'm making is, if you want your money to travel far and get you quick returns and good returns on investment, join our passive income digital assets program. If you want to talk with us, you want to learn more from us and hear more from us on this matter, go to the link in the pinned comment. Sign up. You'll get my phone number. We can have a Zoom chat. We'll talk. Let's talk. In fact, when you join us, we can even arrange online meetups where we talk on Zoom, and we can also organize physical meetups. We have done physical meetups and we held number, but we don't know where you are living. So to make it more convenient, we just meet online. We talk, ask your questions, shred everything, and then you also get to know us more and see why you should trust us. The institutions we've worked with, like the World Bank in the past, not on this PIDA, we've worked doing training for them on how to make money online for people. In fact, the last one we did was in Kaduna State. We did in Kaduna State when DFY was the governor. The World Bank organized a program. I was invited as one of the main speakers to train people who were there for about 3 days. So, sign up, get to know us better, make an investment that will transform your life. God bless you and have a great life.